Welcome everybody to race number 3 of our season sim here on iRacing here at Circuit of the Americas. The third race of the season. Team Hendrick won the pole and sweep the front row starting 1 and 2, and Alex Bowman started in P4 with Larson on the pole, Byron in second. 48 laps is what we have in store for you. 12 lap first stage. You see the cars rolling on behind. Connor Zilic makes his cup debut here at Coda. As some cars had to drop, about like 10 cars had to drop to the back in qualifying because of track limits here. And we are on a new circuit as well. But 48 total laps. Pace car heads off. Larson and Byron will lead us to green here at Circuit of the Americas.
Green, green, green.
They go up that long hill. Larson pulling out to an early lead here. Contact between Truex, Alex Bowman coming to a complete stop. Everybody circles on through. You see Connor Zilic racing in the back as they make their way through the S's, and with a new format, more laps, less lap time. Contact between Austin Dillon and Ross Chastain. But Larson out to an early lead. Truex out to second. Byron falls to third. Bowman falling all the way back to sixth. But as we come to complete one lap, Larson still in the lead. Truex is going to go all the, or that, not Truex, Chase Briscoe, all the way down and block that inside lane here as we go up the hill. This time everybody gets through smoothly. Cindric looking on Byron. Gibbs makes the pass on Cindric. Now here comes Alex Bowman looking for another pass. He'll get it done. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of the new configuration. Bowman a little wiggle there. That's where, that turn right there, that's where most drivers seem to go off track. That's where a lot of people in qualifying. That's why Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic, you know, the road course experts, that's why they are back there. But 2 laps down, 10 to go in stage number 1. Gibbs protects that inside lane. Josh Chastain making a pass on Kyle Busch. See all the cars in the back just around the S as they go. Not a lot of action happens at a road course. Why I'm not really much of a fan, but Byron giving Chase Briscoe all the pressure. Just waiting for that one mistake. Let's see if he goes for it down this long straightaway. Briscoe was going to protect the inside going up the hill. Dives to the inside. Byron's going to take a long way. Briscoe's able to hold on for now. We make our way through the S's. See just the lead that Larson has. We circle through the whole field. I see Logano in the back with Bubba Wallace. Now, a lot of these drivers did not get a qualifying time. RCR again with another great showing. Dillon and Busch inside the top 10. Both had good finishes at Atlanta. See if they can keep the momentum going. Briscoe able to pull out a gap. Same with Larson pulling out a huge gap. 8 to go in the stage. Briscoe's going to protect the inside again. Byron gets there. Oh, little contact in the back. Going to allow Ty Gibbs to get close to Byron. Nothing will come. Gibbs goes way wide. Not sure what happened there, but Byron is definitely faster than Chase Briscoe. He's able to catch right back up. I did not give my prediction, but I was going to go with Ross Chastain as my race winner. But 7 to go, Larson still commanding a huge lead. As we know, it's been manufacturer dominant here between Toyota and Ford. Chevy hasn't really gotten anything. No stage wins, no race wins. no poles either. So can they finally get something? They get a pole, but Toyota dominance still reminiscing here in Coda. Talk about last week at Atlanta, Blaney winning both stages. Just has to make a pit stop. Can't get out. Finishes one lap down. Not the way he wanted to end his race, but winning 2 stages, you still get points. So not a lot happening here. So when we come to the line, we will be halfway through stage number 1. Kyle Larson's still leading. Ever since the first 2 laps, not much of any passing has happened. See if Briscoe dives to the bottom. Yes, he will. Same with Austin Dillon. He's trying to protect it from his teammate. Rajah Singh goes all the way to the outside. Bush takes a lunge in. Can't get there. You just see the whole rest of the field. AJ Allmendinger, he's trying to get up. Connor Zilch trying to get up. Hamlin trying to make a pass on Hocevar. You round out here with Logano riding around in the back. So there is definitely more action going on here towards the front of the field. Or towards the back. A lot more than here up front. Chase Briscoe able to pull away just a little bit on Ryan Blaney. Definitely more comfortable now as we reach 5 to go here in stage number 1. Larson still commanding. Dillon's going to go back to the inside. Try and block his teammate, Kyle Busch. He rolls like Ross Chastain trying to make a move on Kyle too. Go through the S's down into the new configuration. You can just see how far away Larson has pulled from the rest of the field. So we make our way down front stretch. Larson, 4 to go now. We cross the line. It's nice to have a sunny race rather than the rain that's been going around Austin. Make our way. Definitely these group of 5 cars, 3 to go, have been getting tighter. Briscoe pulls all the way down a block. Same with Austin Dillon. They just can't get close enough to make the pass. Gibbs gets a little loose, goes out wide. Will that allow Bowman to get closer? Byron goes out wide. That's going to allow Gibbs right on his bumper, side by side through the S's. Backs off. Cindric also backs off. He was side by side with Bowman. He just can't pass through the S's. I mean, NASCAR did a great job of taking away the 2 passing zones at this track. But as we make our way, no passes happened. Definitely heating up in the back of the pack here at RCR. 2 to go now. Larson crosses the line. Keep an eye on back here. Stage points are valuable. Kyle Busch looks to the inside. Dylan blocks. Kyle Busch definitely had a run on his teammate. Definitely not going to be too happy. But Ross Chastain really sending it in on Busch. Can you make it stick? No, he cannot. See if he can try through the S's. No luck through the S's. See everybody from behind. Over the curve these drivers go. But ever since lap number 2, no passing has really happened. Top 10 has stayed the same. Pit road has closed. And as we come, will be one more to go. Here in stage number 1, Larson, about a 10 or so second lead. Dylan gonna block all the way down. Dylan blocks again. Stage points are valuable. Kyle Busch takes a nudge. Ross Chastain to the inside. Can he make it stick this time? No, he cannot. Still side by side going through the S's. Can't make it stick. Kyle Busch defends it well. Daniel Suarez now a teammate side by side. Once again, just too tight. No passing through the S's. Pretty much turn one's the only passing zone there is now at this track. So you take a look here at Kyle Larson just cruising around. Pretty much the easiest stage win he'll have all season long. Kyle Larson wins stage number 1 here. Caution will fly when the 10th driver crosses. Briscoe in second, Byron in third. Here,
The yellow flag is out.
there goes the yellow flag. Your race results: Kyle Larson wins the stage, Briscoe second, Byron third, Gibbs fourth, Bowman fifth, Cindric sixth, Austin Dillon seventh, Kyle Busch eighth, Chastain ninth, and Daniel Suarez closes out the stage. So yellow is out. See, when will these drivers pit? Pace car comes out to meet the pack. He goes right through Kyle Larson. As the field catches up, will anybody come to pit? See, we saw last week multiple strategies at Atlanta. Definitely the one stoppers helped. See if there's any takers on pit road. See everybody staying out. One lap to green here. Cars get double filed up. Looks like Logano did pit. Same with Haley. See him in the back catching up. So 2 drivers pitting. Doesn't really change much. They were both in the back, but let's see what we got in store for us here in stage number 2. And hopefully, for you guys, more action. Ty Gibbs rolls off. Pace car will roll off too. I don't know why I said Ty Gibbs. So far for Connor Zilic, though, not the debut he was hoping for, or that we were really expecting, but with not qualifying, not posting a lap in qualifying, really hurt him. But let's see if somebody can get the lead from Larson. Or will Larson go back to back here in stages, sweep the stages once again, like Blaney did at Atlanta? We get ready to roll here. Green flag in the air.
Green, green, green.
Larson out to a lead again. Byron takes that inside lane. Oh, contact. Cindric stopping. Where Barry makes some contact. Oh. Tyler Reddick absolutely, completely stopping. Down through turns 1 up the hill. Chastain moves Busch out the way. Through the S's, they stay side by side. Looks like Ross Chastain is going to take that spot. Byron takes second. Larson stays in first. Chastain does complete the move around Busch for 8th. But definitely started in first. Really don't get past. Looks like Greg Keselowski moves Daniel Suarez out the way. Daniel Suarez trying to fight back. Stuck on the inside. Ty Dillon now making a move to the inside. Daniel Suarez falling back. Ty Dillon in that Mountain Dew Chevy completes the pass, and now Cody Ware can't. So 1 lap completed already. Larson stays in first, Byron in the second. Briscoe moves back to third with Gibbs right behind him. We're way up the hill through turn number 1. It's like everything stays smooth. So 10 to go will be coming to 9 to go. It's like just like stage 1. Larson dominating, but more spread out. Cars are now and 9 to go. Zilich after the restart in his debut up to P25, as you see standings all across the top. Eight to go now in stage number 2. Larson still leading, Byron in second. Briscoe in third is alternated Dylan goes all the way down to the inside and blocks Ross Chastain from making any sort of move. But here comes Busher on the inside. So Bush makes the pass back around Ross Chastain through the S's. What a move that was. Keselowski can't get anything either. But Bush, I feel like if Bush can get around his teammate Austin Dillon, he can get farther up track, up through the field than where he's at right now. But his teammate's actually doing a great job blocking him. But halfway through the stage now, and does Kyle Busch get a run? Dillon goes to block. See if any moves are made. Doesn't appear to be anything as Busch only gets a little bit closer. Keselowski's also waiting for some sort of move to get done. Oh my god. But Byron definitely staying closer to Larson than Larson wanted and anticipated. So the top 10 about the same other than Keselowski switching with Daniel Suarez. Other than that, same drivers, just different positions. Ty Gibbs getting a run on Chase Briscoe. Makes him take the inside lane. Definitely a lot slower. Taking that inside lane to the outside lane, but you do slow up the other cars. But when we come to the line, will be 5 to go here in stage number 2. Larson has led every single lap, not just this stage, but in the race. Busch getting a little closer to his teammate Dylan, but Ross Chastain also getting a little closer. It's just that inside lane on the restart, you just can't defend it. But hopefully after this stage, cars will make a pit stop. Oh, Dylan goes back into the defense mode all the way down. Bush getting a little defensive here with Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is going to go to the inside of Bush. They do touch. Chastain slowing up a little. Bush gets clear and is able to keep the position. Joey Logano definitely struggling a little bit here. He and Justin Haley both pitted from the back. Allmendinger struggling too. We come across the line, it will be 4 to go. Briscoe goes into defensive mode now. So does Gibbs. Takes the middle lane. Doesn't go all the way down. Maybe Alex Bowman gets a little bit of a run. Not a big one, though. They might be side by side going through the S's. Bowman's there. He has to drop off. That's going to allow Cindric to get close. Cindric's on the back bumper now. There's the effects of how tight this racetrack is and how tight the turns are. Luckily for Bowman, Cindric can't really get by. Three laps to go. Next lap, pit road closes when the leader takes the flag. So if you want to pit now. Nobody really coming in. I'll just save it for the end of the stage. Definitely one of the most boring races of the year, so I'm glad it's the third one. Get it out of the way. But Daniel Suarez trying to get back at that last stage point. He passed Ty Dillon a couple laps back. Now he's on the hunt for Brad Keselowski. Byron keeps it close with Kyle Larson just in case a mistake is made. He is able to pounce on that. Dillon, I gotta say, once Dillon gets past these drivers that he's holding back, Chastain, Bush, they're gonna be gone. He's 100% slowing them up. So they get near him every lap here. It's the closest Kyle Busch has been to him. Right on his back bumper. 2 to go. Pit road is closed. Dillon takes the inside lane. Busch might get a run, and yes, he will. Actually, not much of a run. Dillon does a good job defending it. Chastain really drives it in. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get an extra stage point. Look at how tight this is. Daniel Suarez really catching up here. So now he's right on the back bumper of Brad Keselowski. Keselowski's going to go in defensive mode on this last lap. Dylan, I don't know if he got loose or just really wants the inside lane. But he just swerved. Swerved down in front of his teammate. I have to say, after this race, Kyle Busch, he might not be too happy with his teammate, Austin Dillon. This is like watching a snake right now. As Kyle Larson crosses the line. 1 to go in stage number 2. Dillon trying to protect it. All the way down goes Chase Briscoe up ahead. Briscoe easily able to defend it. Bowman closing in. Here comes Dillon. Dillon actually easily able to defend Kyle Busch. Suarez not really making any move. Kyle Busch goes wide. Same with Ross Chastain. It's going to allow Brad Keselowski to close the gap. Which allows Daniel Suarez to close the lap. To close the gap on him. So Kyle Larson makes his way. Kyle Larson is going to sweep the stages. Second race in a row, a driver has swept the stages. Blaney did it last week. Larson's going to do it this week. Hopefully, doesn't pull a Blaney and finish a lap down. But as they come through, Kyle Larson, 20 points plus a playoff, plus 2 playoff points for him. William Byron will come finish second. Chase Briscoe third. Gibbs fourth. Bowman fifth. Austin Cindric
Caution, yellow flag.
gets the 6th spot. Dillon 7th. Busch 8th. Ross Chastain 9th. And Brad Keselowski is able to defend off Daniel Suarez for the last stage point. So that leaves us with 21 laps to go. We'll have just about 19 or 18 to go when we come back racing. Now, I would assume drivers have to pit. So now it's, do you pit now or do you pit in the middle of the stage? We'll see what others do. This could lead us to an interesting final stage, though. So 20 laps to go now as the cars meet up with the pace car. So here's where strategy could play. Saw the strategy last week, did not work out for the leader's favor. Actually, Cody Ware almost had a win, but strategy did not work in his favor, and it gave Chris Buescher the lead as he stayed out the longest. So could this mean to the drivers? You stay out, you risk pitting in the middle of the stage and being left behind. I don't think you'll go one lap down. You shouldn't. But the eyes are on Larson here. Whatever he goes, I feel like the group, the pack behind him will follow. Plus, we saw Logano already pitted. And looking at the top, I believe some drivers also already pitted too. Because unless an accident happened, it wasn't called a caution. We'll see here. As we are about to reach the start of pit road. If I'm Larson, I'm pitting. If I'm a driver and I haven't pitted yet, I am pitting now. I just so maybe I start in the back, but the drivers in front of you have to pit. So it's an interesting call for the crew chiefs, and we'll see what drivers do. So we'll actually restart with about 18 to go. Come across. I don't see drivers going into pit. Hunter Nemechek comes in. Josh Berry comes in. Some others in the back come in too. So drivers in the back come to pit. I have no idea what's going on the front stretch. Cole Custer, I believe, will get a free pass. Cole Custer gets a free pass. Once he goes by, we'll give the command 1 to green. Maybe you don't have to pit this race. Or they are saving it for the middle of the stage. Cole Custer goes by. Hopefully it goes by Kyle Larson. There's the command 1 lap to green. Larson first, Byron second, just like how the race started. Can anyone contact in the back between Haley, Hunter Nemechek, and Hamlin? I don't know what that is about. But can someone finally stop Kyle Larson? So we go racing 18 to green, 18 laps to green, so 6 laps longer than the stages. Pace car is off. Stage number 3 underway. What a jump that inside lane gets. And what a jump Larson gets.
Green, green, green.
They go down into turn 1 up the hill. Contact. Cindric gets into it. I don't know who that was with though. I couldn't see. We were 3 wide in the back. Not a great day for Zilich or Shane Gisbergen. But Larson stays in the lead. Chastain jumps Bush. Cindric goes all the way back. That first turn always gets someone. Suarez jumps Brad Keselowski. Bush actually passes Cindric too after all of that. But 17 to go when we come to the line. Larson still your leader. Riley Herbst in the back goes sideways, drifting through the S's. He's able to save it luckily. But a lot of ground loss from that. $16 laps to go. See through the S's. Herbst actually making up quite some time after going sideways. Definitely lost some track position. He was able to make some time up, just not the positions. Nobody is able to catch Larson. But I'm still wondering, will we see pit stops? Because then the people that already pit will jump out in front. Not a good debut for Connor Zilich, though. Riding along in last. But now comes the leaders. Like I said, everybody's going to have to pit. Here comes everybody. Or here comes half the field. Leaders just going to put Gibbs out in first. Like I said, why not pit under caution? So half of the field pits now. That leaves Ty Gibbs out in front of Alex Bowman. And the people that already pit, welcome to the front. They're going to be in the front. So maybe that was Zillett's strategy all along. But he is far in the back. So is Shane Van Gisbergen, his teammate. But now, when will the others pit? As Gibbs and Bowman fight for first now. Ross Chastain in third, Cindric in fourth. Do they come in now? Do they wait? I'm certain Gibbs is going to come in too, followed by everybody else. No, they all elect to come. No, actually, they do come in. Your leader is now coming in. Everybody coming in now. Who does that put? Justin Haley to the lead with John Hunter Nemechek in second. So now what we thought was a busted, debut for Zilic, he might come out here with a top 10. Haley in first, Hunter Nemechek in second. Whole field just split. Bell and Hamlin fighting for position. Zilic trying to make up some ground here. But the question is, can all of these drivers make it? Or will some of them pit? So they all stay out. Hunter Nemechek trying his hardest to fight for the lead here. 13 to go. Haley goes to the bottom. I actually don't think he needed to. He has a big enough gap. Imagine Justin Haley pulling off the win. I can tell you he's definitely not the fastest. Just can't pass him. So once again, just like what happened at Atlanta, you win both stages, but you sacrifice that for position? I mean, I don't really get it. 12 laps to go. I would have pitted at caution. Osavar trying to protect his top 10 from Shane Van Gisbergen. More importantly, Justin Haley trying to protect his win. $11 laps to go now. Gotta say, I am rooting for a winner that is not Justin Haley. That's what strategy gets you. I mean, that's how he got his first win at Talladega back in 2016, 2015, around there. Rain delay shortened race. He stayed out with strategy, but if you look in the background, William Byron, he's closing in. I believe some of the cars in the pack here are a lap down. So Byron still able to contain a top 10. Just the way this race has turned out because of everything. Ours, host of ours, first car lap down. Gisbergen's a lap down. Bell's a lap down. Hamlin's a lap. I mean, Zillage is a lap down in his debut. I don't know how he got a lap down. I think he pitted under green. Here comes Reddick to the inside. Contact with Hunter Nemechek. Reddick wants to go with 10 to go. They go side by side. I believe Reddick's going to get the pass. Still side by side. Reddick diving in side by side through the S's. We have not seen this. Allmendinger now is going to jump. Tried to jump in. Same with Josh Berry. Reddick makes the pass. But look at how far away Justin Haley has clawed. Look at how... Oh, I can't speak. Cindric, or Blaney. What happened with Blaney? He tried to go on his teammate. It's going to allow Michael McDowell to go by. Contact there. Now this race is heating up. McDowell goes by. Can Elliott go by? No, but Hocevar trying to stay just in case we get a caution. Trying to stay in that lucky dog position. But now it's up to Tyler Reddick to catch up to Justin Haley. that battle between the S's definitely slowed him down, or else he'd be right there. But with the speed Reddick has pulling away 9 laps, I feel like Reddick will get there. It's actually turning out into it. Could be an exciting finish. Larson dropping all the way to 12th, not as far back as Blaney did after winning both stages, but still dropping back pretty far. But you can see William Byron's closing the gap. He's on a mission. If we get a caution, I believe William Byron still has a fair chance at winning this thing. But time is running out. Look at the gap now. This is just in 2 laps. Tyler Reddick is there. Well, he's gonna be there. As we come to 7 to go. And be like, what a turnaround to this race. So I knew they'd have to pit. I thought they would have just done it under caution. All of it could have been avoided, but it has turned this race into a potential, top finish of the season. 7 laps, about a second separates the leaders, and Reddick is closing in, and he's closing in fast. He has the better car, and he is the better driver. I believe with about 3 to go, Reddick will be on Haley's bumper. But the gap hasn't been closing as much as it did at the start. But they are pulling away from third and fourth. Barry and Nemechek. 6 to go now. I mean, if Reddick got a clean pass, actually Haley slows up a lot more in turn one than Reddick does, and Reddick's able to carry more speed down through the S's. But also, William Byron hasn't been closing in the gap. Actually, he has, but a bunch of lap cars. So unless there's a caution, which, highly doubt there will be, it all comes down to Haley and Reddick here. So we're going to come to 5 laps to go. All Reddick needs is to get close enough to dive bomb like he did on Hunter Nemechek in turn 1. But the thing, if he got a clean pass there, not side by side through the S's, the gap wouldn't be as far away as it was. He'd be much closer. But 5 laps to go. The gap's as close as it's ever been, but he is still not close enough. Haley takes more of an inside lane, really slows down Reddick right to his back bumper. Next time by, I think Reddick will be there. Great job by Reddick to be able to close the gap. Now all he has to do is make the pass. I believe he is close enough. If he wants to go for it, he can. He might have a chance this time around. Reddick won the first stage of the season here at Daytona. Hasn't done much since. Now, can he lock himself into the playoffs with a win? He might go for it this time around. Haley is definitely gonna block. But how aggressive will Tyler Reddick be? There's still 4 laps to go. Haley goes down into defensive position. They touch! Contact! Reddick gets into the back of Justin Haley. Haley did not like that as he wiggles. Reddick's got 3 more times to do that. To attempt the pass, at least. And he wants to do it before Hunter Nemechek catches up. Hunter Nemechek's been closing the gap too while all this has been happening. But it doesn't look like much damage to the back of the 7 or to the front of the 45. Hunter Nemechek has closed the gap and he is right behind Tyler Reddick. Can Hunter Nemechek steal the show? Three laps to go. Haley goes to the bottom. if you're Reddick, how do you get by this? No contact there. I think Reddick just has to send it as far as he can or stay behind Haley and give him a little bump up the track. So you come down the front stretch, 2 laps to go. I don't think Reddick is close enough. Haley's gonna go. Reddick does not have enough, I believe. I don't even think he's gonna go for it. Haley doing a good job of blocking. Reddick's gonna have one more attempt. Haley goes to the inside. Just gotta move him out of the way if you're Reddick. You don't want to spin him out, but you just want to move him enough so you can stick your nose underneath them. And then go through the S's side by side. If he can go to the S's side by side, I believe he does have the faster car. And I think he'll win the battle, but he only has one more lap to go. One more time around. Justin Haley, can he defend Tyler Reddick and win here at Coda? White flags in the air. Haley goes down low. Reddick goes all the way wide. I just can't get there. And I think that might have just done it for Justin Haley. He's actually starting to pull away now from Tyler Reddick. Just a couple more turns to go. Justin Haley started way in the back. Spire Motorsports. He has one more turn to do it to hold off Reddick. What will Reddick do? I think he's too far back to make a move. Tyler Reddick can't get close enough. Justin Haley will win here at Coda. what a race. Strategy really mattered. But not the best debut for Connor Zilic, as he ends up getting last after going a lap down. But congrats to Justin Haley, Inspire Motorsports on the win. That locks him into the round of 16 playoffs alongside Chase Briscoe after winning the Daytona 500 and Chris Buescher after winning last week. Well, that's all we have here. Let's check the results and the standings. So as we take a look at the results, Haley wins your stage. Reddick wins in fourth. Justin Haley gains 36 spots. But look at the incident report and how many incidents these guys had. Most of these were going off track. Stenhouse loses the most, but the fastest lap goes to Kyle Busch on lap 17. He finishes in 20th. Look at the stage results here. Daniel Suarez gets 1 point. Brad Keselowski gets the other. Winning both stages, though, is Kyle Larson. Logano is actually in first. Kyle Larson in second. Just a lot of incident points these drivers have. Kyle Larson, 42 laps led. Most of that came from this last race at Circa, but at Coda, I meant. But anyway, that will do it here, and we will see you next week at Phoenix.